Because at Adani Wilmar we stand for a healthy growing nation. Our entire nutrition journey began with the intent of living up to that vision and that value system. In a household, when you improve the quality of the child, the quality of the household improves. When you improve the quality of health, in the case of an adolescent girl or a pregnant mother, the quality of living in that household improves.
Today we have with us Mr. Ajay Motwani, the head of marketing, media, trade, consumer business, and corporate social responsibility at Adani Wilmar. Mr. Motwani joined Adani more than 3 years ago and heads the consumer vertical. He is responsible for the top line and the bottom line management strategy and creation of a healthy pipeline of new products. Prior to his stint with Adani Wilmar, Mr. Motwani worked with companies such as Dabur India in different roles in category management. He has also worked with Marico and Castrol in a career spanning more than 22 years. Mr. Motwani, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much, Yamini, for having me.
Thank you, sir. So just to begin with, sir, we want to understand a little bit about your career, how you got started in this health and food industry.
Within Adani Wilmar, our entire range is all about health. We also take care to fortify our oils with vitamins, and these are known to play a role in improving immunity. At the same time, these are also playing a role in improving nutrition requirements, in addressing nutrition issues in the case of consumers. So, because at Adani Wilmar we stand for a healthy growing nation, our entire nutrition journey began with the intent of living up to that vision and that value system. So, if we have to really have a healthy growing nation, we have to invest in the nation's youth, the nation's children. And then we saw that 1/3 of children below the age of 5 were suffering from malnutrition. So we said, how can we address that? And then there were different ways we could provide them breakfast in schools. But we said, let us try to go to the root of the entire issue. And then we identified that the issue was with the mother who was not keeping good health, and she was suffering from anemia, she was suffering from iron deficiency. And when we said, how can we tackle this again on a more long-term basis, from a more root cause perspective, we identified that these mothers, since adolescents, were not keeping healthy. They had iron deficiencies and anemia, and that resulted in them, even when they were pregnant, to have those issues, and then the child being born with those issues. So we said we had to break this entire cycle of adolescent young girl being unhealthy, and then giving birth to a child later on who is unhealthy. We have to tackle both the adolescent girl, the child, as well as the pregnant mother. And we said that let us do this at scale. So we have as many as 580 Suposhan Sanginis. We call them Sangini because in the true sense, they are from the grassroots, they are from the villages, and they have an excellent rapport with the women of the village. So they educate them about the need to have adequate nutrition during critical times like pregnancy, and if their children are unhealthy, lower height, lower weight, then they tell them about the government schemes that are available to address this entire malnutrition. And we continuously they help us track the progress of children from something called severe acute malnutrition to a moderate acute malnutrition, and then we try and move them from moderate acute malnutrition to healthy children. So that's the entire intervention that the Sanginis bring about. And then we also have Sanginis check anemia levels in adolescent girls, in pregnant mothers,
Right.
and then advise them of adequate diet that they can take up.
Mhm.
To answer your question on how and why we began this nutrition journey, uh, this is how it all began.
Mhm. I think that's a wonderful approach, sir, because you're really targeting the root cause and going back to the origin, which is, pregnant women, and then breaking that cycle to ensure that they give birth to healthier children. So that's a great model that I'm seeing at Adani Wilmar. And, going forward, talking about nutrition, it's important to also, while you're providing nutrition, it's also important to provide key and important messages about nutrition, which is an important step in creating a healthier India to spread the right kind of awareness about nutritious food and about balanced diets. So, how do you approach this whole idea of awareness?
So, what we do is we try to work with the Anganwadis also, for a government resource. And of course, the 580 Sangini army itself, they touch, each Sangini will touch about 10 to 15 women on a daily basis. So that dissemination takes place. At the same time, we also have digital media, which we use to create awareness about the issue. Of course, digital media reaches uh, the urban diaspora. So there we try to bring in involvement by asking women like you, women in the urban landscape, to be Sanginis for a day. It's not that you have to travel to be Suposhan Sanginis for a day. It's not that you have to travel to a village to be a Suposhan Sangini. You can make a difference around you also. When you see children around you who seem to be unhealthy, symptoms, signals being lower heights, lower weight versus the average, you can intervene. We tell you there are scientific ways to measure whether the child falls into a MAM or a SAM category. And then we advise you on how to advise the child and the mother on, more the mother, on nutrition requirements and the kind of diet that she has to follow. And this is easily accessible because this nutrition comes through kitchen ingredients, which are accessible to both the privileged and the underprivileged. So through the digital medium, you can make the urban diaspora aware of the issue, and by making them aware and sensitizing them to the requirements, they can also contribute in a small way. We are hopeful that it will become a significant movement going forward, because we are all human at the end of the day, and it pinches us when we see underprivileged or non-privileged people having to go through so much suffering. And we would also like to see the nation's youth, the young children, healthy, mothers healthy, adolescent girls healthy. So we have found we have found that the urban diaspora is very keen to involve themselves with this noble initiative.
I think you're right, sir, because it has to be an agenda that is shared by all of us at a national level, not either for the public or the private, or for the rural or the urban. And I think this is a great step in that direction. And now getting back to talking about the pandemic that we are in right now, like you mentioned, a lot of these people from low socioeconomic backgrounds have really missed out on nutritious food and a balanced diet. So how has Wilmar really worked to ensure that even at a time like this, nutrition still remains an important priority?
Okay. See, we have a huge responsibility because we are into essentials.
Right.
So we try to ensure that in spite of supply chain disruption, our products are available at retail stores. So we have seen a huge spike in inquiries about how do we get access to oils, to foods. And we have tried to reach out and at a local micro level tell consumers that it is available at so and so shop, etc. It is available on so and so e-commerce platform. We've also tied up with a few e-commerce platforms like Just My Roots, like Swiggy, to ensure that there is adequate product availability, both in general trade and in modern trade and in e-commerce. That is one. Two is around our factories, we have distributed food packets. We have also ensured food packets are distributed to transporters, labor, the needy who come to our plants. And in and around our plants where we have infrastructure, we have distributed food packets which consist of essentials like oil, pulses, flour, so that in some way we are able to contribute to the need for healthy, nutritious food during this pandemic. We have also forayed into a few product categories, um, which we will be talking about in some time, which will be launched in the near future. So, to answer your question, on the availability, on the product availability front, and on the distribution of food packets, we have played an active role during this pandemic.
That's absolutely wonderful, sir. And now, looking forward to the future, what is in store for your CSR efforts at Adani Wilmar going into the future?
So, in the case of CSR, before I dwell into the future, I'll talk a bit about the present. We have actually had our army of Sanginis contributing even during the pandemic.
Right.
So, while the physical interaction has been kept to a minimum, they are making calls telephonically and reaching out to women who require their services, asking them to carry out their child's measurements on their own, and then help them over the phone on whether the child is healthy, he's a SAM child or a MAM child. So it has continued in spite of the pandemic.
Right.
Going forward, we are hopeful that once the pandemic is under control, then even the physical interaction, which is a much better, higher quality interaction, will resume.
Right.
Going forward, we are only going to intervene and make a difference in more and more families. To give you perspective, in the last 1 year, we have been able to impact the lives of 20,000 children.
Okay.
And more than 2 lakh households. Because in a household, when you improve the quality of the child, the quality of the household improves. When you improve the quality of health, in the case of an adolescent girl or a pregnant mother, the quality of living in that household improves. So we just want to scale up these numbers significantly. And we are confident that with the urban diaspora getting more involved with PS Sangini for a Day initiative, we will be able to multiply the impact. And mediums like you, which talk about what is happening and how people can contribute, will also help us reach out to that many more like-minded people who want to contribute in this initiative.
Thank you, sir. That sounds wonderful, everything that you have planned. And it is really our hope with the series like this that we are, spreading the right kind of messages and also spreading information about how people can get involved with the larger nutrition agenda. So thank you for that, sir. And this brings us to the end of our interview. Thank you so much for being here, sir. It was so insightful hearing about your thoughts and your experiences and all the amazing initiatives at Adani Wilmar. And I will for sure be checking out the Suposhan Sangini and try to be a Sangini for a day myself. So thank you for that, sir. And we'll wish you all the best for all your future initiatives.
Thank you. Thank you.